What's going on? It's your boy, Brother Al, and I am back with another one. Sorry for the hiatus. I'm kind of getting over, I don't know what it is, this change of weather. Excuse the lighting. Filming this right outside during the sunrise. But yeah, but I'm back. I gotta put one out. I've been putting out some shorts during my time away from actually putting out videos. But anyways, we gotta talk about Stephen A. Smith again, y'all. We gotta talk about it again. And at no surprise, excuse me, at no surprise, bear with me, y'all, because I do have this little cold I'm going through. But it's no surprise, he's known to be a fence rider. He issued an apology to Jasmine Crockett. Okay, this guy doesn't know what he wants to believe or what he wants to say. And literally, while he's issuing an apology, he's saying, "It's my show. I get to say what I want to say, but I apologize." Like, and at the end of the day, look, it just goes to show you this black brulee, this black bourgeoisie. Like, he's got guys, I already know because he says it, and Roland Martin told him to call him, but he's got guys that are in his ear, this black bourgeoisie, mainly headed by the loudest voice in the room, which is Roland Martin, seems to be. So-called friend. Hey, look, if I got a friend that's online, that's broadcasting live on HD camera, that what I'm saying is silly or whatever the case may be, hey, look, that's not really a friend. All right? Because Stephen A. got more respect for who he calls his friends, because he would never call them silly or nothing like that over the air or anything. And I tried to tell him, and I'm sure Stephen A. Smith probably never watched the videos that I'm making, unless I go viral one day, but I try to tell this guy that these guys aren't your friend, man. And I don't know what it is, if he's scared that he's going to lose endorsements. One thing that we have to do as black people is we got to stop worshiping at the altar of blackness. And I don't know what it is. Like, if I just don't know. If he's afraid of losing his black audience or whatever the case may be. But just by a mathematical thing, just by numbers alone, you're going to get way more of a bigger audience and make way more money. And I'm not saying that you should be a conservative because of money. I'm not saying that at all. But you're going to be way more better off with a bigger audience talking to and sticking up for your more centered points of views. But at the, he tries to be so-called independent. He tries to be a centrist, but he's really not a centrist at all. Stephen A. Smith, at his heart and at his core, is a blackety-black liberal. He's a blackety-black liberal. What I mean by blackety-black is he worships at the altar of blackness. That's why, and I really came to see it after this, because I thought, well, maybe he's getting bold and really doing this thing. But after seeing this, I now know he will never have a shot at entering into the White House, because no matter how much he apologizes and gives these crocodile tears to these far left extremists on the left who say it is forbidden to criticize any black female politician that's on the left, of course, because if she's on the right, like people like Candace they rip her to shreds. But if it's a black liberal female, she's off limits to the far left. So this apology is going to fall on deaf ears. You already said it. That already came out your mouth. You can't unsay it. So they're always going to remember that clip. And you're always You'll never be forgiven by them. So this apologizing stuff, it just makes you come off looking as weak and soft because they're not going to take you back anyway, my God. Roland Martin, I mean, it is what it is with that, but like, I guess he just wanted to keep those black connects that he had because a lot of black people in their minds got it made up that at the end of the day, they gotta stay black and stay hooked up with blacks so that they can have those black connections to get those business deals and those and get those doors open because they feel like, oh, we black, we gotta have each other back. I'm not saying that we as black people should not have each other back. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is he believes that if he goes against the 90 something percent, if he goes against the black bourgeoisie, the brulee, he feels as though he's going to be cut out. And he tries to straddle the fence. But all you're doing is pissing off liberals, pissing off conservatives, and to the point where you don't really have an audience. You just have a reaction-based crowd that's just watching to react to the stuff that you say, my God. So, hey, he wants to straddle the fence. Good luck trying to straddle the fence. Usually what happens, you just fall off on one side. And they just look at you down on the ground like, oh, what a piece of crap, you know. But yeah, man, he kowtowed. The Democrat masters sent them bloodhounds to come get him and snatch him back to the Democrat plantation. And yeah, so go ahead, tell me what you think, what you like. Again, I'm sorry about the poor quality of the lighting, but we straight raw here. I'm getting it straight off the ground. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to support the channel so that maybe one day I can do this in a nice, good, fresh studio. But all right, y'all, go ahead. Peace, blessings. Dang, Stephen A. Man, you got to pick a side, bro. You got to pick a side. All right, I'm out.